Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another journal entry. Oh my goodness. What a week it was. That was the hardest week of prep that I have had so far. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't cut these videos, so that's gonna have to stay in. I apologize, but oh my goodness. And you know what? Hindsight, I understand why it was even more challenging because of the travel, of going to Florida, being back a day, leaving the next day to Houston, not really having any time to settle down. The Buff Bunny shoot, which they were super, super long days. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Man, the photos are gonna look awesome. Oh, I got a little glimpse of some of them before they're even edited or anything, and I was like, dang! But literally just being so fatigued and sleepy that I was falling asleep at the Buff Bunny shoot. And what's crazy too is that there was two other bodybuilders there. There was a bikini competitor who was on prep, and then there was a wellness competitor that was on prep. And all three of us, out of the athletes that went and did some of the photos, all three of us ended up falling asleep. There's points in photo shoots where, it's your time and then you put on an outfit and then you wait. So in my waiting time, I fell asleep because I was so exhausted. But I felt better when I woke up, got another meal in, but then went right back to feeling exhausted. There was also a significant weight drop that I had. So that always makes me a little bit more tired, a little more sleepy. And I have to take that into consideration, the travel, the added movement with the photo shoots and training in Florida and stuff like that. So I was obviously getting super frustrated with myself because I was like, come on, you're supposed to be a superhero, but this is the name of the game. And what's crazy is I am only 3 pounds away from my stage weight. So I'm I can't even imagine what kind of package that we're going to be putting on stage once we step on stage. I have last season reached a new level of leanness, of muscle development, pride in what we created. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to really beat that. And I've been getting a lot of comments on YouTube from you guys and Instagram and DMs and stuff, and people are telling me how much my physique has changed since I was last on stage. By the time that we do step on stage, it will be almost a year. And there's some times where I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, yeah, they're totally right. I have changed. My glutes are looking better. My shape is different. I have a different look this year. And then the next day, I'm nothing has changed. I look terrible. And this is I've talked about this a couple of times because I love being transparent with you guys about bodybuilding and the ins and outs of it. And there's something that I like to call bodybuilding glasses. Once you get into bodybuilding, you start looking at physiques differently. It's so weird. Going on 6 years now, being in the bodybuilding specific industry, you start to look at physiques as oh, they have nice delts. Look at their glute tie-in, their quad sweep. You know what I mean? You start having these goggles on and this really fine-tuned eye for what physiques look like, especially top tier physiques IFBB pros and Olympians and stuff, that you stop appreciating how far your physique has come. And I know that I'm kind of in that zone right now where I can't see clearly what I'm looking like. So what I'm doing to kind of combat that is just every time that I realize that I'm doing that, I'm never beating myself up. It's more so I'm okay, let's do this. We got to get this. We got to da-da-da-da-da. Then I'm just it's time to walk away from the mirror. It's time to put on some baggier clothes and, stop nitpicking the areas that you want to improve on or that need to get leaner or fill out more or whatever. But I've just been noticing that a lot, and we're digging a lot deeper now, and I'm feeling the weight drop. And man, my back and my hip were really hurting, like so bad. I could barely get through that second day of the Buff Bunny shoot. I was like, crap, am I gonna have to leave early? Luckily, one of the girls had some ibuprofen there, so I took some to help get through that second part of the photo shoot, so that when I got home I could just like relax. And I got body work done, I got adjusted, and it's better, but it's now something that's becoming like a weekly thing where I need to be getting body work, be getting adjusted like every single week so that I can be on top of it, because I was doing bi-weekly, but now that we're this close and my physique is changing, we're gonna have to do it more. But that was my little synopsis for the week. Sorry that my energy was so low in those videos. I always feel bad when I don't have like high energy, because I'm like, they're probably so bored. But that's the name of the game, guys. Like, sometimes I'm gonna be like, yay, and sometimes I'm gonna be like, this sucks. But I love you all so much, and you're more powerful than you think. Bye!